ver la tristeza. En silencio te rojo, de la tierra se oculta. Puedes oír mi voz, puedes oírme bien. Puedo seguir siendo la misma de ayer, en esta sedienta granera de sangre. Las lágrimas que se desbordan de mi alma son la más grande prueba que el futuro deseo alcanzar. Adelante debo mirar sin lamentar más mi actual debilidad de hoy. Volaré sobre las nubes.
So, how you holding up? No, you don't have to say. I can tell already. Your eyes give it away. They've got that same panicked look Lindo had. I still remember his face the day they promoted him. First thing you do, take a big, deep breath. Then relax. No one expects you to do this alone. The key to succeeding is rely on your allies. Rely on yourself. Trust. I know that you will make a fine captain. Enough uplifting speeches. Back to work. I'm counting on you.
And is it just me, or are the rations getting leaner and lamer every day? Seriously, I know food is tight, but damn! You know? Like, what about that ration pudding? I mean, if you can even call that pudding. It was mostly just multicolored goop. Ugh. Hey, what up, Soma? Dude, I was totally thinking of having a little shindig to celebrate our new leader. You down?
Gonna say no.
Come on, Somes, don't be the pre-party pooper.
Go ahead and have your shindig. Just don't count on my RSVP.
Jerk! You don't act all badass just 'cause you're all badass and stuff! And don't be so arrogant even when you show up like 20 minutes late! But whatever! Jackass. You'd think I was asking him to run ops naked. Damn! He's such a buzzkill. Oops, it's 20 past mission. Guess we better get on out there, yeah?
Combat with the secondary target.
Copy that.
Eager to fight? Then here I come!
Soma has entered combat with the primary target.
Got it! We got it!
Kill confirmed.
That was pretty good.
Launch shattered. Finish it. Aragami falling back. He's going to try and find some food.
The Aragami's making a break for it! Pursue!
Target eliminated. I believe that's the last of them. Wonderful.
All objectives complete. Send the chopper.
Looks like we survived another day. That's a win!
Who's there? Come on out and face me. I know you're here.
Hey, whoa, hey, whoa! Hey!
Well, I didn't expect to turn around and see you.
You are totally welcome. It's not like we came out here to look for you. Damn, you never came back, we got worried.
Now you found me, why don't you turn right around and go home? I've things to handle on my own.
What? We're comrades, man. We're in the same unit. Jeez, you could be stuck up.
So we're comrades now, huh? How so? Who would want a comrade that can't even take a little joke? A comrade you can't trust to have your back. Better to not have them at all.
The hell, man? You know what? Fine, okay? Fine. You're so awesome. You're so epic. If you think you're so hot and you don't need us, then whatever. Suit yourself, jerk. I'm going home.
You should go too. What do you need with a monster like me?
Incredible things during your tenure here. To think you would acquire such leadership talent so fast. Perhaps it is a knack unique to the new types. It has proven most useful. You may already be aware, but construction on the Aegis project is nearing completion. We are at last ready to enter the final stages. It is a bold shield, an arc to protect humankind from the origami threat, eternally. The impending success is certain cause for celebration. However, we must not let down our guard. You're so very close. I will continue to require your services. I hope I can rely on you, Captain. Pardon me, I was expecting a visitor. We'll continue this another day. I continue to expect only the best from you, Captain. You will help to lead us into a wondrous, bright future. Dismissed.
I wonder, do you count yourself a curious person?
Well, what a surprise. A visit from the estimable Paler Sakaki.
Johannes, did I interrupt your search for another lapdog, or are they a hunting hound?
I simply have no idea of what you speak, and you should be beholden to other interests. I've yet to receive a status report. How goes our project?
The Singularity? Not as well as you hoped, likely. I have so little to go on.
Of course. You know how integral it is to my plan. Do not give up the good fight yet, Paler. There's much to be done.
What of your other hunters? You do have others on its trail, I assume.
With only Soma out in the field, success has become elusive.
Ah, Hence your search for another minion in our newly promoted captain.
You always did know how to strike at my sore spots, Paler. I suggest you continue to keep watch and hold your focus there.
I keep watch over so much. The entire universe holds my attention. Which is why I will never let something unique out of my sight once it's caught my eye.
Your warning has been heard, Stargazer. Now, kindly turn your keen observation back to our business.
To where will you turn, young captain, when asked to whom you are loyal?
Get some anesthesia, now!
Go get help, quickly!
We knew this would happen. Embedding the bias factor in a mature host is nigh impossible.
Even if it took, there's no guarantee it would induce the proper apoptosis. The only solid results we've seen are with prenatal injection. Even then, it's only had limited success with the rats.
We've tested enough rats. I think it's past time we move into human trials. Well past.
Let me be clear here. We barely understand the bias field in principle. Will you just charge in blind? The P73 bias factor has incredible potential, but we've only scratched the surface. I don't think we're ready. Not even close.
The real question is how we can afford to wait any longer. People are dying every day by the thousands to the origami menace.
Where will you get a volunteer? Or will you just inject yourself like Pettenkoffer?
It's certainly within reason. If it's stable, I'll inject myself.
You wouldn't adapt. But Johannes, what about our son? He could take to it. He could.
Aisha, are you insane? No. The project is crucial, yes, but that's our child.
Is it better to ask someone else to give up their child? Isn't it better than asking more to die?
Aisha, please.
Even if it could work, even if we were sure, I would never agree to this.
And I will not sit idly by. I will not allow another generation to grow up afraid of monsters.
All right, darling. All right.
Truly, both of you agree to this? I suppose there's no room for discussion. You're far too stubborn. But I cannot remain on this project then. I cannot reconcile this.
Paler, you don't...
Leave it be. I'm a stargazer. I always will be. And I will continue to watch the skies. It is not my place to interfere, though I wish it were. Our paths will cross again. Of that, I'm certain. Until then, I must continue on my own, with my methods. Farewell, my friend. Good luck.
How are you?
A little nervous, but mostly fine. I can't wait for you to arrive. Have you heard from him?
He sent you this charm, meant to keep you safe during delivery. He's still beyond our reach.
Oh, Paler. So he's still angry, even now. I hope one day he knows that we did this for him.
Don't worry yourself, Aisha. It's not good for either of you.
Hold on to that charm for me, all right? Tomorrow. Keep it safe for both of us.
Hello, Paler. It has been a long time, hasn't it? The Monogarm project has been suspended. I suppose it was the only decision that could be made after what happened. But we survived. Soma was born in the moments before it happened, already carrying the bias factor. I was carrying the charm you sent us. Such a small thing to save a life, Paler. Who knew what your little technology could help develop? Did you ever think it could be the core of the wall? Could save countless lives? You're so much more the scientist than I could ever be. A flicker before your blaze. I think perhaps you predicted this. Perhaps you did know what would happen. Worry not, Paler. I'm not here to blame you. No, never to blame you. In a few weeks, I'll be promoted. Director of Fenrir's Far East branch. And it is an opportunity for all of us. I want you to join me. You will have ample funding for your research, more than you could ever dream. Moreover, you would lead all God Eater technology projects. Besides, you still haven't met my son. I miss my friend, Paler. I will call on you again in a few weeks' time, and hope to see you soon.
Today. Mind if I, sneak a peek at your God Arc? You take good care of her, I can tell. She's grateful, and so am I.
I'm rather busy today. Tell me, what is this all about?
Just making assurances double sure. There's no chance you'll reconsider this plan, Johannes?
The project is already well into the last stages. The end is coming up fast. We can't stop now.
I thought as much. I have news that I think you will be glad to hear. News from a civilian informant just passed through my office. A core has been detected in the region formerly Britain. The Oracle cells are said to have an unprecedented power.
At last, the singularity.
I cannot be sure. It will require confirmation. My access, unfortunately, is incredibly limited there. It falls directly under headquarters' purview.
Thank you, Paler. I must investigate for myself. It seems I am off to Europe. I trust you can handle things here while I'm away.
Happy to. Of course, I'll just continue to pursue my research. Even such good news cannot stop curiosity. After all, the best we can do for mankind is eliminate any obstacles to research.
How are you?
A little nervous, but mostly fine. I can't wait for you to arrive. Have you heard from him?
He sent you this charm meant to keep you safe during delivery. He's still beyond our reach.
Paler. So he's still angry, even now. I hope one day he knows that we did this for him.
Don't worry yourself, Aisha. It's not good for either of you.
Hold on to that charm for me, all right? Tomorrow, keep it safe for both of us. You will bring joy to this world. My darling boy, my precious little boy. You will shield them from the origami. You will save them.
A purpose, Soma. You have a purpose. You shall purge this world of those beasts. You will see them all burn and fall.
His basal cell metabolism is extraordinary. It's like nothing I've ever seen before.
That's impossible. I put 8 stitches in his wound yesterday. He can't be healed already. He can't be human.
Careful. You know he can hear halfway across the base. You don't want the director catching wind of this.
Soma the Executioner. I don't think anyone from his squad has survived.
Yeah, no chance they're getting me in that unit.
In only a few days, both Lindo and Eric died in the field? That's terrifying, man.
Hey, the doctor said your mommy died. He said if you hadn't been born, she could have made it.
No! You nearly gave us a heart attack, Soma.
You were shaking and mumbling. You all right?
Fine, I'm fine.
That's weird. Where's your trademark Soma disdain?
What? Just shut the hell up, Fujiki.
And there it is. Well, he's fine. Let's move out.
Origami down! This is the pace. I know you can win this.
Our chance!
Starting to feel it?
Going down! Got it! Got it!
There we go. That's a confirmed execution.
I can be absent-minded indeed. Thank you for picking this up. Needless to ask, you didn't watch it, did you? No, of course not. Merely old memories, a youth long past. Ah, that does remind me, though. I needed to call you in anyway. I'd like you to obtain the core of a certain origami. The director left it to me to assign this task while he's gone. No one need know about this, yes? Not the director, no one. To be fair, I've assigned the task to Soma as well. Good kid, Soma. I would be ever grateful if you could find a way to solve this together. Oh, and to top that, congratulations are in order. I hear you have been recently promoted. Well, congratulations. Now then, tell me, have you ever heard of the Managarm Project? There was nothing admirable about that research. No, nothing at all. It lost me a dear, dear friend. And poor Soma was left behind to shoulder the burden of all that darkness on his own. And I am ashamed to admit, I am responsible in part for his rage. I was hoping, in fact, I would be in your debt, if you could reach out to him, befriend Soma. Greetings! So sorry to keep summoning you in. I have a certain special favor to ask of you today. As before, I will be sending you on an origami extermination task. I've taken the liberty of arranging your team myself. Alyssa, Sakuya, and for a third, Koda. That will be plenty. Don't fret over mustering up more God Eaters. I've contrived to make this seem a routine, everyday, totally normal mission. Well, that's all. Thank you, good luck, fight well, dismissed. The time grows late and shadows fall. I must prepare to receive my guests.
My real strength! Come on! Go for it! Die! Eat this!
Please, all of you, hold your arcs.
Huh? Doc, why are you here?
Worry not, all will be explained in time. Leave that origami there for a moment. Come with me. I have something to show you. There! Look, it's coming! I knew it would!
I am hungry.
Whoa! Welcome, welcome, good to see you. It certainly took a while to get you to show yourself, Thank you, Soma, for all your help in bringing her here. Oh, there's just so much I must know. So many opportunities.
I'd appreciate an explanation more than your thanks, Doctor.
The little lady was quite determined. Wouldn't appear when we needed her to, so I took a chance and eliminated all of her natural prey in the region. Can't ignore hunger forever, whether it's your favorite or not.
You are devious, Doctor, and I don't know whether that's a compliment.
Hey, so I'm just gonna ask the question on everyone's mind. Who the hell is this kid?
Ah, of course, of course. We probably shouldn't be speaking out in the cold like this. All will be explained to the lab. So sorry to keep you all in the dark. You will join us, yes?
I am hungry.
Yeah?
I am hungry?
What? Did you just say what I think you just said you said?
I can say it again, but I assure you, it will be no different. This is an origami.
No way. No.
What? How?
Now, be at ease. I promise on my scientist's honor that this origami has no desire to eat you. Origami are monsters, yes, and they all share a certain trait. We refer to it as their bias. You follow?
It's an origami's coding. Their predatory nature. Our god arcs have the same thing. That's how they innately know to devour.
Correct as usual, Alyssa. These sorts of things are second nature to a god eater of your caliber.
Wait, what?
Of course.
This origami's bias is unlike any before. It has predilection only toward beasts of a higher order. As far as she's concerned, we puny humans don't even register as a kind of food. You see, this is the common misconception. Origami aren't simply born with the characteristics of other life forms. Not at all. They simply advance at a breakneck pace as they devour more and more each day. As a result, all the possibilities of evolution are condensed into such a short period of time. Choices and change come rapidly. And those moments make an origami precisely what it is.
So you're telling me that this child...
Exactly! As all humankind did, she found a set of skills and stalled there in her process. It's quite remarkable, really. She's an origami evolving in the same way a human might.
This child is both. An origami and a human?
Yes. Well, no. Well, based on the examinations I ran earlier, her cranial nerves and synapses, oracle cells acting as cranial nerves and synapses, function precisely as a human's might. She has an incredible capacity to learn, clearly as evidenced by her use of language, and she holds much potential.
All right, so Doc.
Yes, Kota?
I think I followed along and got the gist. Okay, it was over my head. But regardless, I'm a little confused. So she talks a lot about food, about being hungry. What exactly do you think she means? Food! Because, you know, it's a little ominous.
The bias of an origami dictates its dinner choices. As a rule, they will not partake of anything like unto themselves. You understand? That said, in times of dire need, now, they'll gobble up anything they can get mitts, paws, or claws on. Survival comes first, after all. Of course, that's just an exception to the rule, as all good rules must have. The word origami is actually merely an epithet for the creatures. It emerged shortly after their arrival. Many of these monsters appeared in the shape of gods or godlike beings. And here's the rub. What thought process, what evolutionary trick caused them to adopt such forms? They emulate creatures humanity has worshipped for ages. And how did we come to worship them? This origami child bucked that trend. She managed to instead emulate a human. It's beyond rare. It's unheard of. But I digress, and I ramble, and I think you are all well and thoroughly matched by this study group. So I leave you with this, and I think it best. Let's keep this little secret amongst ourselves, No need to let the news get out and about.
Doctor certainly will have to report to the advisor, to the director.
Miss Tachibana, you are an exalted god-eater, a stalwart defender of humankind, noble and brave. Do you mean to tell your superiors that I, in your trust, stole an origami, smuggled her to the forward command, and plan to keep her?
Well, no. But why?
Did I not mention that? I thought I mentioned that. Because she's a valuable sample. Simply perfect to further my own personal research. Nothing more than that, really. Very simple. Oh, fret not. I've taken great pains to ensure this section has unique communications and offset security protocols. It's very, very safe. And I'm sure you wouldn't want anyone to pry into your, shall we say, private affairs, Miss Tachibana? Not to mention that you are already on the hook as my accomplices. Best to simply go along with it, yes? Yes.
I am hungry.
Most important, I believe that the young girl needs some friends. I feel she will find a particular affection for you, Soma.
You are out of your mind. She may play pretend well, but she is not a human, just an approximation. She's still a monster on the inside.
Now the question. Will the god win out over the human, or will the human succeed and take the place of the god? Let the journey begin.
En un rojo carmesí.